marketing, something that can make a game or break a game. A practice not foreign to any company, and it plays a vital role in the success of a product. In many cases, if you market a game well, you'll have a good amount of recognition and success. And if you market a game poorly, you may find out that your product is not doing as good as you initially expected it to. You may find yourself asking, Mira, where are you going with this? And I'll tell you. Square Enix has to improve their marketing because right now they are doing a poor job in some cases. If you are in the World Ends With You community, then you might have seen recently that the game underperformed compared to Square Enix's expectations for the game. Now the World Ends With You has always been a niche small series that never got the recognition it deserved, but as much as I love them, Square Enix honestly is clearly at fault here. When you're trying to push a niche game into the mainstream, there's no doubt that you're going to have a rough time, without good marketing, and may even find yourself failing. Marketing at Square Enix really needs to improve because this is the same game that they barely showed 3 seconds of at E3 and was stuck in a montage. And let's be honest, nobody pays attention to those montages at all. Personally, I feel like the game underperformed because the effort of marketing the game just wasn't there. Let's compare good examples of Square Enix's marketing to the marketing of The World Ends With You. Now personally, I will start by saying all the marketing that Neil The World Ends With You got was an anime adaptation that was decent to get more people familiarized with the series, and just a few trailers here and there, mainly 2 to 3 weeks before launch, which was too late, and not even a 3-second clip of gameplay in a montage that people weren't even paying attention to. Now, that is all the marketing that Neo The World Ends With You got. Now let's compare this clearly rushed and uncaptivating marketing to the marketing of, let's say, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now I get this sounds like an unfair comparison, but first hear me out. Now, I'm not comparing it to the game, I'm going to compare it to the marketing of Final Fantasy VII. Now, for Final Fantasy VII, this game has appeared at E3 2019 as a major highlight, even receiving a presentation of its own afterwards. There was marketing for it at the Tokyo Game Show 2019. The game showed up at the Game Awards in 2019, has showed up at multiple state of plays, and overall has had amazing marketing and support for its release. Now there's multiple instances of Square Enix marketing a game very well. For instance, look at Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 has had its grand reveal at E3 2013, and I know we all remember it well. Not only has the game appeared at one E3, but it has appeared at multiple, mainly due to the development cycle of the game. The game has also made appearances in both Jump Fest in 2016 and the Tokyo Game Show in 2018. The DLC Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind has also appeared at a State of Play, as well as TGS in 2019. Now this isn't to bash either game, as I both think both are incredible. Again, this is just showing that Square Enix are well capable of going all out to market their big IPs. But why can't their smaller ones get this treatment? If you want a game to succeed, then you advertise it as they've advertised not only these 2 games, but a multiple of their big games. Now let's look deeper into Square Enix's marketing for Neo The World Ends With You. The marketing was overall very messy, where you got these shadow drops every now and then, a decent anime adaptation, and the Field Walk collaboration, which has only been playable in Japan and is no longer playable at the time. This is why I'm currently just thinking that Square Enix failed not only Neo The World Ends With You, but The World Ends With You as an entire franchise. They've somewhat shown interest in it, but they didn't go all the way at all to promote it. There isn't even an official account to promote the series outside of Japan. There is only one official account that The World Ends With You has, and it's a promotional account meant to market the series, but it's only in Japan. Now you may be wondering, why does a PR account matter? It matters a lot when you want to promote a product or a brand. You'll want to have a social media account for it to captivate the interest of outsiders unfamiliar with the series. Now, let's look into the many PR accounts that Square Enix has for its games. Kingdom Hearts has one in multiple regions. Final Fantasy has one in multiple regions. Final Fantasy VII has one in multiple regions. Dragon Quest has one. Star Ocean has one. Balan Wonderworld has a PR account in multiple regions. Yes, you've heard me clearly. Balan Wonderworld. Now, how does The World Ends With You not have a promotional account in regions outside of Japan? That's a huge way to boost sales. Now, I know many may be watching and wondering, why does The World Ends With You need to depend on good marketing? Well, you see, The World Ends With You is a classic JRPG on the Nintendo DS releasing 14 years ago. Was overall an overlooked gem, but still managed to have an active community who loved the game. It fits into the niche department of JRPGs, and I'm sure if you got a random friend and asked them if they knew what the series was, they'd give a confused look, ask if you're crazy, or anything something like that. This is how important the series needed good marketing and promotion. My third and final point is the Epic Game Store. Now, the Epic Game Store I was initially fine with because I was just happy that the game was on PC, but now I understand that most of Epic's user base isn't really huge on JRPGs, and overall Steam would have been better. It just would have been the better option because not only does it have a way bigger user base there, it also has many people who has the interest there for The World Ends With You. Many people that would say they will actually buy The World Ends With You and The World Ends With You if they were on Steam. So that obviously would have been the way better option. It would have got way more sales if it was on Steam. Now, those have been my 3 points on how the marketing of The World Ends With You wasn't as good as it should have been and needed to be. Now, for the future of the series, I don't know if it even has a future anymore. It should, but this really is a point where we just don't know. I do know, though, that us as fans can market and advertise the games ourselves if Square Enix isn't going to do it properly. If word of mouth is how we keep this wonderful series alive, then so be it. Us fans can be the ones to continue telling our friends, random strangers, family members, even our dog to play The World Ends With You. Another way that we can help is by showing Square Enix their error, and that is the entire point of this video, to help them improve on the future on how they market and treat their titles. Anyways, to wrap up this video, if you've enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts below, and share with friends. I will continue to cover The World Ends With You and Kingdom Hearts content, so if you would like to see that, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Not only will you no longer miss any of my videos, but you will be helping the channel out a lot. Also, I have a community server down below in the description with all my other links down below if you would like to join and make friends and talk about random stuff. Then join. Then, yeah, I'm sure you like it there. Anyways, this has been Mirror Limit and I'm signing off. Goodbye.